What is up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of The Broken Biscotti. Now, in the last video we were just discussing the R9 and Yamaha's sort of new idea, but that sort of also got me thinking, what would the R9's competition be? Because it's kind of a unique bike in the sense that it's not really designed, well, I think it's not really designed to be a super sport or a bike that's designed to, you know, it's not I don't feel it's a bike designed to be crushing sort of lap times. I feel the bike's more designed, I can't go across there, damn it. I feel the bike is more designed for a street bike, so, you know, sort of like I don't know, like a 70% street and a 30 and a 40% road bike. So I'm just trying to think what its competitors would be. I mean, instantly I think of bikes such as the V2, but the V2 obviously is quite a bit of a super sport. But saying that, the V2 is being phased out. I think Ducati is. I think Ducati, I believe, have made their final edition of the Panigale V2, so they may be phasing out their V2 in favour of something maybe like a bigger displacement motorcycle that revs out a bit less. So it is quite interesting. To be honest, I think this new range of motorcycles that bike manufacturers are putting out, I think that is where we are eventually going to end up with MotoGP now obviously using smaller displacement motorcycles. I think this is going to be the new range, or the new what's the word I'm looking for? The new, I guess, category of motorcycles is going to be bikes like the R9, where there may not be 1,000 cc's. And hopefully, while the R9 is probably the first in this generation, I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come. Oh, thank you. Well, that makes me a bit of a fucking... Oh, it's closed. I don't know where I'm going here. Let's pop it through here. There we go. Let's head on back the other same way. My brain can't do two things. I can't talk about the R9. Wait. Yeah, I can't talk about the R9 while at the same time concentrate on what I'm actually doing, because I'm not that good of a rider. Kind of questions whether I should be doing this, to be honest. But yeah, competitions for the R9, I don't think there's many. Initially, the first bike that I sort of thought of was maybe the Triumph 1200 RS, but that thing is that is too big of a motorcycle. That is 1200 cc's. It is a triple, so that's sort of where the comparison sort of begins and ends, to be honest. The Triumph obviously is not a fully fared bike. It's more of a upright street bike, so to speak. So it's kind of interesting where the R9 has opened up a field, I believe, that may have died out in the past. I know back in the day we used to have bikes like the VFI 800, and they were fantastic motorcycles. But obviously those sport tourers have sort of died out, and now we're going more into super sport bikes, or mostly super sport bikes that, well, they look like super sport bikes, but the ergos are a lot more comfortable, so it's quite interesting, to be honest. I'm not going to be surprised if... Come on, baby, get up the hill. I'm not going to be surprised if in the next couple of years we're going to start to see bikes emulate the R9, where I think what's happening is the consumers now, I think what we all kind of want is bikes that are comfortable to ride. Bikes, everyday bikes that we can ride day in, day out. We don't want high revving, or the consumer doesn't want high revving motorcycles where you got to irk out the performance at the bleeding edge of the revs. Now, me personally, I kind of do enjoy that. I do want bikes where you can absolutely have to trash the shit out of to get the power out of it, because I feel there is, you know, me personally, I think there's a bit of skill involved in that. A bike that has all the torque and is the engine's very accessible, I find may not be as rewarding as a bike where you really have to work for it. Take this, whatever this bike is at the moment. It's definitely not the fastest. It's not the most stable. It doesn't handle the best. But for me, just going up this hill, for example, it is going to struggle up this hill. Unless for some reason the fuel ratio at the moment is perfect, but yep, well, it decided that it didn't want to do that, so it's going to go up there perfectly fine. But my point being, when you ride a bike that's a bit difficult to ride, and you get it right, it's just perfect. Something like my RS125. It's an absolute dog to ride, but when you get it right, it feels absolutely fantastic. If you're in the right gear, in the right corner, it'll come out spitting flames, I reckon. However, if you're in the wrong gear, you are stuck and you struggle. Holy shit, people are quite fast. So yeah, I think there is a bit of a space for, I think there is a bit of a market for the R9, and for those of us complaining, saying that the R9 is not a replacement for the R6 and it doesn't really have the horsepower and it doesn't rev out, I think at the end of the day, most people on the road at the moment, I think we all just want a bike that we can hop on day in, day out, ride it from spot that we need to go, because let's be honest, most of our riding is done on the road, and probably ever so slightly we do some track riding. Now, when we speak of track riding, I obviously don't speak of myself. I am obviously not a track rider. I am a fair weather rider, and this is probably about the worst weather I would possibly ride a bike in. But enough ramblings about me. I do apologize if I ramble on, but hey, if you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying it. It's just a ramblings of one biker to another. Please, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I know there's not a lot of people really watching this videos at the moment, but that's not the point. The point is to make videos, because maybe some of you out there are just like me, where we just like to watch people ride. I watch tons of people riding, and you know what, it's always good to watch people ride. I think it's always interesting. You pick up little things here and there, like how bad I am and how often I don't find, or how often I'm stuck in neutral. So, you know, we're all new, we're all riding, guys. We all make mistakes, and it's perfectly normal to make mistakes when you're riding. You just got to make sure that when you do make mistakes, you are making them in a safe way. So with that, guys, if you liked what I'm doing, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and please comment below what you like about the videos. They are candid, they are one takes, so it's not a lot of editing. So please hit that like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Oh, better pull up, these brakes are horrible. Ooh, stuck in third. With that, guys, I will see you guys later. As always, take care, and as always, ride safe. Enjoy. Catch you later. Bye.